I don't know if you can tell from this little video, but the equipment is dwindling. This is the last day of the North American Honeybee Expo, and folks' inventory is getting down to the wire. Amazing to see all this.
Get in here. Come on, get in here. Get in the photo. Come on. Get in here. Like you. Be on the dock. Be on this side of the camera. Come on, Will bite. Come on, get on here. Somebody else. All right, you got all the cameras in? Everybody got what they need? Okay.
Oh, is not this most epic of all the years we've done so far?
It's definitely the largest. Well, that's
Man,
for sure.
it broke my brain when I came in this
Yeah,
this
see,
year.
you're wearing the crutches.
Man.
Crutch brain.
That's right. That's right. Holy smokes! Wow. All right. And I got Mr. Bruce's Bees right here with me.
I was talking and walking in.
That's right, on the line. Yep, we were in the line, getting everybody in line. Boy, what a line, right? That was
crazy.
That line was crazy.
It took 8 minutes from where I was to get in, though, so it was crazy how 1,000 people probably in front of me.
Yep, and it just was flying. Yep,
it seemed like 1,000. It was a lot.
Oh, I think, yeah, maybe more. It was the longest line I'd seen. It was absolutely epic. So, what's your takeaway? What's your favorite, your highlight of the show so far?
It's just been, of course, it's always just the people.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the trade show is great, but there's been a different sort of a feel this year. It's been more calm, less stressful. The staff, the people that are here, and everybody just seems to be at a more calm level.
Sure.
I think in past years they've been growing every year, and there've been a lot of changes, but they finally may have it dialed in a little bit, as Brian would say.
I agree. Yep.
Dialed in, and it seemed to be smoother this year, and it's just been a more calm, peaceful feeling this year.
Yeah, and the people have been amazing. It's been so fun, especially when some like you guys I get to see once a year, and seeing the excitement in everybody's, and the new, like Tate, that's his first expo, and he's glowing with excitement. It's so awesome. So
4C's Bees is his channel.
4C's Bees.
4CEE. Start again. 4CEEBEES. Go look
Correct.
it up.
Yep.
Kid's doing some good things.
Yep.
He's just getting started.
Second year in beekeeping,
He's
and
11 years old, and he's awesome.
Yep, he's kicking it. So very good. Thank you, sir. I'm here with Brian with Castle Hives, and what is the biggest standout this expo for you?
Oh, wow. You know, this year, this is the fourth one that I've been to, and prior years, you've sensed like, it's almost like a colony is going to get ready to swarm.
Right.
There's a lot of running around and a lot of panic, and you almost look at it and say, oh my gosh, look at how unorganized, and it's just like chaos. This year, to me, you can sense more of just a togetherness.
Absolutely.
It's like a family type feeling.
It is.
It is.
And that's been the general consensus that everybody I talk to. The scope and how huge it's gotten.
Yeah.
But it's like when you add a box to a hive, it gives the bees more room and they calm down. They don't want to swarm. And that's what it feels like. We've come together, and with all the negativity in the world, you come to the North American Honeybee Expo, and it's just unifying. Everybody is together. It's such a great feeling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that pinpoints it. You hear, I flip on the TV and you hear all this negativity and just this I don't know, like hate, really.
right.
And you come in here and there are thousands of people, and I haven't experienced a single moment of that.
No, they're all like-minded. I mean, we might come from different backgrounds, different cultures, and we have one unifying theme right here, and it's amazing to see that. You know, so
A
right on.
small little bug has brought us all together.
Absolutely. All right, Brian, where'd you get this amazing display hive?
I have been blessed that in the beekeeping community that I am a part of, I have met two of probably the greatest people that there is, Marianne and Larry Sears. And last year they brought me a gift, and I was blown away by that. And they early on they told me that, hey, we have a gift for you. It's entered into the competition, so we'll give it to you after. And they brought me over there and showed me this, and it's just, I'm blown away. It's a single frame observation hive, and I literally am blown away. Marianne was telling me how she sees me do the markets and all that stuff, and she said, if you don't want to use it at the markets, don't use it. But I said, you are going to see this every time I go to a market, it's going to be a picture.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
That is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, yeah.
Right
I
on.
love it.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing with me. I'm here with Mr. Greg Burns from Nature's Image Farms. And just real quick, Greg, what is your takeaway from the North American Honeybee Expo 2025?
Larry, it's good seeing you, man. It's so hard to really put this thing into words. I think so early. We need time to decompress and sort through it all. But I tell you what my overall feeling is right now. It's just I'm so grateful. My heart is full of joy. My cup is full from being around guys like you, spending time with each other. There's so much love and support and fellowship. That's kind of where my heart is at. I tell you, I woke up this morning though, and I try to read a devotion every single morning, and the devotion was about influence. How are we using our influence? What are we doing with the gifts that God has given us? And as we walk around and we're in touch with so many folks, it is so evident that so many folks are using this influence and this platform to help others, to be a lighthouse to others. And to me, my heart, I'm so grateful this morning.
Absolutely. This has been, and I was just talking to Brian, to see how everyone's come together, especially in the world the way it is right now with so much hate and discontent, and then to be able to come to a show and everybody's on the same sheet of music. And you guys are definitely the lighthouse, bringing everyone together, and I love that. I love the live stream last night. Love the message. So much more I want to talk to you about that, but not time today.
Right.
But thanks for everything you guys do. You guys are awesome, and thanks for taking time to chat with me.
Thanks for just being here.
I am here with Bob Gruner, inventor of the Easy C, and if you've seen my videos, I've actually done a review of the Easy C. I'm a huge fan. So Bob came up to me and I was like, oh, I totally got to get this on video. Bob, of the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo, what is the standout for you this show? Man, that is the general consensus. I mean, this is such an epic show. If you were here last year, it was huge. It broke my brain last year, and then I walked into it this year and I was like, how it couldn't get better. And it's so much bigger, and the people are absolutely amazing. I was talking to the stream team earlier, and the calm that's happened this year too. It doesn't seem as frantic, and so it's just been absolutely amazing. So how's your booth doing?
Doing real well.
Right on.
Yeah, meeting a lot of interesting people. They're happy to see our product.
Nice.
It's really nice to walk around and see all the other products that we have.
Absolutely. Yeah, this has been such a great show. It's been so much fun. Well, thanks so much for taking time with me. All right. I'm here with the world famous Mike Berry, and we're just kind of looking around the show. Things are quieting down a little bit today. Folks are in classes. Mike, what's your takeaway from this expo?
I got to tell you, like I told everybody, the takeaway, first of all, is my feet hurt, my back hurt, but I've had a blast doing it.
Man, oh man.
But the takeaway is, it's not that it's gotten bigger or anything, it just seems like I'm starting to really get a connection with more people because we're going year after year after year, and I'm seeing new faces. But I'm going to tell you, it's amazing. That's all you can say is this thing is amazing, and the networking is phenomenal. We met
4 years ago?
Yeah, and here we go. And, you see people, I don't know, it's just, I love my beekeepers meetings, but this one is, you got to be here to know.
And that's exactly 100%. And like we see each other once a year. We comment on each other's videos, but it's amazing to come to this and
Right.
people know you, and it just feels
Right.
good. And the it feels a lot less frantic this year. Like everybody is
That's true.
super. Everything just is going with the flow, and there's no stress, and everybody's come together just to have fun and a good time and talk about bees and
Right.
and the net, like you said, the networking is absolutely unbelievable.
Something else I noticed is, all right, so everybody would have little groups here and there. Hey, you want to come to supper tonight? You want to go here? What I'm seeing now is major like suppers and dinners, banquets on. Well, High for Heroes was a banquet.
Yeah,
I'm talking big groups,
Right.
100 people,
Right.
50 people getting together, scheduled ticket sale type groups.
right.
And ticket sales to pay for some food, some
Sure.
things like that. I've seen that grow.
Isn't that amazing?
And to me,
Yeah.
it's like an annual pilgrimage.
It,
if you wanna
really
call
is.
it that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep, it sure is. It's our bee mecca. So
Yeah, and now I saw two major commercial beekeepers from Louisiana. I talked to them. I've met them before at the
Sure.
Louisiana show. Here they are showing up now. That's a big deal for this conference because
really
it is
is.
the largest in North America.
it really is. Yeah, to see what it's come from when we had less than 200 people and 3 or 4 vendors to this, absolutely mind-numbing. What Laurel and Cayman have done
Oh,
to
yeah.
bring everybody together is fantastic. So couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah.
So right on.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm here with Mr. Frederick Dunn, the way to be. Fred, this is the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo. This is your 4th one that you've attended, 5th one that I've attended. What's your takeaway this year? What's the highlight reel for you on this trip?
The highlight, it's going to be the same all the time. It's the people
100%.
like you.
Thank
Because
you.
we see each other, it's family. By the way, the environment that everybody enjoys so much is really fortified by the people, the attitudes.
Sure.
The number of vendors that are here is astronomical. I've still not made my way through it. We're into the second,
Right.
yeah, full days. And this is the place to come to find innovation, talk to the innovators themselves.
Correct.
And it's casual now. The first day was a mad rush.
Right,
Right?
right.
This is the time that you really want to hang out.
Because-
and now you can really get to know the people.
Yep, and
right?
so chill. This is
Yeah.
honestly the first day I've really got the video because of that very thing. Everybody's been so busy. But even in that busyness, there's a calm this year that in previous years we haven't seen. It's been
Right.
really chaotic, and this is, everybody is just kind of grooving. It's kind of
Yeah.
nice. It's really
And
nice.
there's plenty of fresh squeezed coffee.
That's right, that's right.
Free-range non-GMO muffins. Everything is here.
You can't beat it. You can't
Yeah.
beat it. If you're not here,
Yeah.
you're nowhere really.
Yeah.
So.
Anybody who's everybody who's anybody, all the people who are everybody in beekeeping.
That's right.
Whatever it all means. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do. I'm picking
They're
up
here.
what you're putting down.
Yeah.
They are here.
That's
right.
it. You get the vibe. You're an echo chamber to what I'm putting out. I like it.
Right on.
Way
Thanks,
to go.
Fred. All right, I am with Randy, 628 Dirt Rooster. Randy, what's your highlight of the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo this year?
We won second place in the black jar competition.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Thank you, thank
Right on. That's a pretty huge highlight.
Yeah.
Excellent. I
It
love
was under
that.
Elizabeth's name.
Oh, so you don't get credit.
I don't get credit.
Sorry to hear that. Congratulations, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, yeah. All right. What else? What else is standing out for you on this?
Just getting to see everybody.
Oh man, it's been great. Yeah. The scale that this has grown to. Like you and I, we were both at the very first one in Lebanon, Tennessee 5 years ago, and to see what from that less than 200 people and 3 vendors.
Yeah, that was like a potluck.
Right, it really was. Yeah. and to see what it's grown to, it breaks my brain a little bit how massive it is. And the people, I was talking to the stream team earlier, that how everybody's come together. I mean, it's just, whatever happens outside these walls, inside here, everybody's unified. It's so
right.
amazing to see that.
That's
So,
true.
right on.
That's true. The only rivalry that still exists inside these walls is me and Mr. Ed.
I mean, some things can't be fixed. They're just what they are.
It has to be. It has to be.
Right on. Oh, hello, sir. Hello. Speaking of rivalries. All right, thank you, Randy. I am here with Mrs. Frederick Dunn, and I just spoke with Fred. I think he's around the corner with Dirt Rooster. How has your experience with the 2025 North American Bee Expo been?
It is overwhelming here, but I love every minute of it. Everybody's great. Just this convention is a convention every beekeeper should come to.
100%.
No one should miss the annual Honeybee Expo.
What has been your highlight? What's been the greatest part of this weekend?
Actually, the beekeepers.
100%, right?
100%.
It's been
The
absolutely
beekeepers.
amazing,
Yes.
the takeaway and the people coming together.
Yes,
So,
we just love it here.
yeah, me
Just
too. It's
love
been
it.
so much fun.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks,
All right, I'm here with Alec, one of the attendees of the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo. Alec, what's your take on the expo this year?
Good morning, everybody. It's wonderful, and it's like one of the best shows. I promote and invite everybody to show up. You met all kind of beekeepers who really motivate, and we keep this for future generations.
Is this your first time here?
Yes,
First,
it's
first
first
expo?
time. Yeah,
and
first.
what's your highlight? What stands out the most for you on this expo?
All the people you meet, all the variety people,
That-
they sweeter than the honey.
Yep, that has been the general consensus this year. The people is what makes the show. So we have had a great time. I met Alec the very first day when he was coming into the expo, and so it's great to run into him. It's hard to run into people because there's so many people, and it's great to be able to run into you again. Alec, thanks so much for taking time,
Yeah.
and enjoy the rest of the show.
I want to present you the future generation of the master beekeeper. Yes, come. Look, that's the beauty. That's what we're gonna be here.
Very good. All right, thanks, guys. All right. Hello, everyone. I am with Mrs. Dawn Summers, Natalie's mom, the power behind the camera.
That's right. That's right.
What is your takeaway from the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo?
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of takeaways, but I just sat in on the session with the commercial beekeepers,
Oh.
the panel,
Yeah.
and I was just kind of blown away. One of the gentlemen was talking about how he was preparing himself to have tomatoes thrown at him as a commercial beekeeper when he arrived at the Honeybee Expo, and he has been received completely differently. And he was talking about this community, and that is just one of a kind. And he also mentioned the power that this community has to change the industry and to
100%.
impact the industry.
100%.
And I was really touched. Like, there's something so special here that if you've not experienced it, you have to come. because
Absolutely.
There's no way to describe it, and you're missing out.
100%. And you, like me, we were at the very first one of these in Lebanon,
Yes.
Tennessee, 5 years ago.
Actually, that
And-
was Chris and Natalie. I
Oh,
missed
oh,
the
did you
very
miss that one?
first
So Chris and
Yes.
Natalie were here, so they're founding fledgling members as well. To see where it's grown, how it's grown from that first year, where I think we had 180 attendees
Yes.
and like 3 or 4 vendors, to what we have around us now.
Wild.
It is wild. It's epic. It just blows my mind.
Yes, yes.
So this is so cool, and it's awesome to see what Laurel and Cayman have done in just a few short years. And couldn't have done it without folks like you. You know, so
Well,
I mean, it's
we're
absolutely
so
amazing.
Grateful to be a part of it.
It's so great. Yeah. So thanks for taking time with me.
Thanks, Larry. Always
Right.
good to see
I
you.
was here with Miss Marianne and Larry Sears, the stars of the show, to be honest. They bring more for the silent auction than anyone. It's absolutely amazing. Hi, guys.
Hi.
What's your takeaway from the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo? What's your highlight this year?
Meeting the new kids to discuss scholarships. down
Yeah,
here.
have you-
They've been.
We've met several and talked to them.
Yeah.
about it.
Have you met Tate?
We have
Young
not
man
met
Tate.
Tate.
He is a second-year beekeeper. Met him and his dad this morning. Awesome young man. And he's got his own YouTube channel as well. I think it's 4 C's Bees. That's the number 4 CEESBEES is his YouTube channel. So go check him out. He's going to go places for sure. But they get sponsored because of the silent auction, because of the stuff like you guys submit. So thanks for everything you do. You guys rock. So
God has blessed us, so we try to return it a little bit.
I love it. I love it. Thanks so much, guys.
We enjoy seeing you every year. That's one of
Thank
our
you.
highlights. So.
Thanks so much. That's what I'm saying. No, we're good.
My wife ain't gonna agree with that.
Right on. Well, I am here with Don Bearden. I have to say, if there's anybody in the YouTube world that watches every single YouTube of every single creator out there, it's this man right here, Mr. Don. And he is definitely our cheering section every time we put a video out. So thank you, sir. Don, so we're at the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo. What is the highlight of the weekend for you so far this year?
Just seeing the people, the friends, everybody that I've met over the years.
That is the consensus.
That's it.
Everybody.
That's
yep.
it.
It's been amazing. It's been
That's
so
why I
good.
came.
Yeah, same. It's just been absolutely phenomenal to see where it's come from, to get to see everybody. I get to see everybody once a year, and it's so cool that when we get here, everybody knows everybody. It's just, it feels like being home. It's such a great feeling.
Like a big family reunion.
It really is. It really is. It's so much fun. Have a blast. I couldn't get through the weekend without getting to talk to you. So, and we played tag for a little bit, but we actually finally got to meet up yesterday. So it was great. Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No problem, man.
What else? What else has been stood out for you other than getting to see everybody?
It's just how big this place
Oh my
is.
gosh, right? It is absolutely epic, the size.
You and I both was at the
Very first one.
220 or 30 attended.
Yep.
Maybe 7 vendors.
Yep, maybe
And
7.
gosh,
Yep.
You could put that in one corner of here.
To see what they have done, Laurel and Cayman, bringing from what it was 5 years ago to this scope. I mean, it breaks the brain a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Well, but you know what? They wouldn't be here without guys like you.
Yeah,
So,
well, people
you know,
didn't come, they couldn't do it.
That's right. So, absolutely amazing. Thanks, Don.
Oh, you're welcome.
And have a safe trip going back home.
Well, you too. You're flying and I'm driving.
That's right.
Well, I'm flying on the ground.
That's right. Yeah, no, we're not live. No, I'm recording. But
are you recording?
I'm recording.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Is that the okay?
Yeah.
We're here with Larry. Larry, tell me, where are we at, Larry?
We are at the 2025 North American Honeybee Expo. I am with Yappy Bee Man.
That's me.
Class clown.
I'm here with Larry.
Class clown of the show. I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's
Yappy,
an honor.
it's an honor to be with you, sir. Tell me, this year, biggest expo we've had since it started. What's your takeaway? What's your highlight of this show this year?
Wow, just the enormous size of it, how it's improved, how it has went from pretty much a football field to the entire stadium.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cayman is doing an absolute great thing here with the support of family, Miss Laurel, and the community itself. Just everybody coming together. This is really awesome.
Knocked it out of the park, 100%.
Yes.
This has been the show to end all shows, really. It's been fantastic. So,
well, if they ever say raise the bar in between, one show to the next, the only thing we're lacking pretty much right now is like a little carnival set over there, or maybe some bumper cars and things like that.
Bumper cars would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all. The only thing we're missing.
Pretty much it. Maybe the Velociraptor.
Ooh, yeah, no. Well, hopefully next year we'll have in the contract where we can have emotional support hawks.
There you go.
And if that be the case, then come see Yappy. I'm sure I'll have one.
Right on.
Right. But anyway.
Thank you, sir.
Well, what about you? How are you?
Same. I think the people. It's been. It feels like, and I was talking to the fellas from the stream team earlier. It's a lot less stressful this year. It feels like not as much anxiety. Where previous years people were kind of frantic. Even Cayman, who's always running around, seems more laid back. They've really pulled it together this year, and everybody is just on track. That's definitely dialed in.
And putting on an event like this, no matter the size, there's growth pains. There's things that you got to go through, and I think Cayman's really kind of got everything dialed in now.
Agreed.
And the the support team he's got, to where it was very noticeable that Cayman was kind of pretty much on a good smooth sail. We kind of had a pool going on when he would lose his voice.
Fair. I actually think I lost my voice before he did this year, which is crazy.
And I'm thinking that if he doesn't lose it by about 4 o'clock this afternoon, then I just lost a few dollars. But anyway, Cayman, Laurel, family. I know his brother's involved, the entire crew. You guys nailed it again this year.
100%.
And thank you for bringing this together to where guys like me, Larry, and the Nature's Image Farm guys, the Stream team, all these vendors where we could actually have a place to get together.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
100%. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks,
All right.
Gabby.
I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Cayman Reynolds. Cayman, what do you think about this year's 2025 North American Honeybee Expo?
I guess to put it into as simple words as I can, it just blows me away. And maybe that seems weird to people who like, well, you put the thing on. Wouldn't you expect that? But it's just so massive, and there's so many personalities here. There's so many big companies here, and it's just so spread out. It can take me 30 minutes to get from one side to the other, because I meet people like you. I mean, you've been with us for 5 years now, and we chat online occasionally. And of course, you know a lot of my friends and a lot of your friends, and so you want to spend time as much as you can with everybody. And so it can take you 30 minutes to get across this thing easily.
Yep.
And so it's just overwhelming in a good way, is how I would describe this year. But it's gone smooth. It's felt good.
I was going to say, you guys seem way more relaxed, less anxiety than in previous years. You guys
I have my voice.
Yes. Okay, so back 5 years. So when I first saw you, first met you in Lebanon, Tennessee.
You had a beard.
I did have a beard that year. Did you see this 5 years later?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah.
And at that point, I still had the mindset that 1,000 would be pushing it as a possibility for a Big B conference.
Sure.
The problem was I was listening to several people who just didn't know what they were talking about.
Sure.
They're like, 1,000's the ceiling. That's the biggest we've seen, and that's probably as best as you can do.
Sure.
But we just tried to create something. People are spending a lot of time and money to come to these things. The time is just as valuable or more valuable than the money, and so we don't want to waste people's time.
Sure.
And so that's why every year we're trying to invest more into better offerings, more fun, better deals if we can, all of the things. And so because we've done that, it's attracted more and more people to come, and so it's just grown out of control. And I have a wonderful team here.
Sure.
My wife is just crushing it.
Absolutely.
Behind the scenes, she hates cameras. I wish she would come up here and do this, because she's wonderfully intelligent and well-spoken whenever she wants to make herself heard. But typically, it's just me that she's barking to. So.
Well, that being said, thanks for letting me help and volunteer to help on day one. That was great. I enjoyed it. Putting out all the name tags was amazing to see. All those name tags on all the tables coming down blew my mind too. That was before even getting to see the vendor part of it. So back to this year, what's your takeaway? What's your favorite thing about this year so far?
Oh man, that's really hard. There's so many cool new products that were out in the trade show this year. I really like a lot of the young companies. They're hungry.
Sure.
I like a lot of the vigor and the young companies and the young beekeepers as well. Our youth program, we really stepped it up with the Next Gen program. My mom spearheaded that, and my brother Ethan did all of the audio visual on that. And,
nice.
And in that same room was our workshop. We had our I think that was my favorite addition, was the workshops. We had a microscope class. I'm so jealous I didn't get to see
I didn't either. I didn't realize there was a pre-sign up, and so I totally missed out on getting to go. I totally was dialed in for that and then didn't get to go. So.
It makes me feel so bad when people can't get to these things, because we really want everyone to be able to take advantage of stuff. It's just logistically not possible. And it's so weird, because I go and speak at a lot of conferences. Hey, Chris, shut up!
Give it a second.
You can edit that out. I don't really care. Chris, This is my moment. You're wrecking my moment.
He did this earlier, and someone was like, he's been hanging around with Cayman too much.
Hey, now, edit that out for sure. But, so, I have that influence.
At this time, the exhibits can be picked up. Honey show items can be picked up at this time.
Okay, all right.
Ain't good.
Pre-ordered shirts from the Expo. The pre-ordered shirts from the Expo. Those items are still remaining at the Expo merch booth.
Come on, Chris. Get it out.
Pre-ordered shirts are still available for pickup.
You can do it.
The merch booth.
Thank you. All right.
Finally,
Where is he?
Oh my goodness.
No further attendees will be able to enter the Expo Center. We will need to exit the vendor hall specifically, as cleanup will begin at 6 p.m. promptly. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know where we were at. So.
I don't know. Completely derailed.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
I think this was my favorite part. The workshops.
Yes.
The microscope classes. At most conferences that I speak at, we're talking about maybe 150 people. We're talking about maybe a large one, 400, 500 people. And there's a lot of benefits to that because it's more tight-knit. Easier to do things. But, it's easier also on logistics where, like, okay, if you have 70, 80 opportunities for a microscope class, you might have a hard time actually filling all the spots.
Sure.
With those, whereas with ours, like Gus Mitchell's class went in 50 minutes.
Right.
And it was a big hit.
Sure.
So thankful that Gus was able to join us again this year.
Amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
And
fantastic.
he's rocking the big red beard. And then, so the workshops were great. Now, how do we next year make it to where more people can take advantage of logistics? And so we're thinking maybe next year with the microscope class having, you pay the same fees this year. To be able to have the microscope in front of you. But then there's going to be a much smaller fee for those who want to sit in the class. And just be able to watch stuff. You don't get a full with a microscope, but you still get the presentation and get to see what's going on. And it just maybe be like $10 or something like that.
Right.
And we'll probably limit to maybe like 100 people or something, and have 4 sessions, so we could possibly get 400 plus the people on the microscopes.
Right.
And get that education out there. But at the same time, I don't know. We got to figure these things out. The workshops are my favorite. I don't know. There's so many pieces. I can't remember.
That's fair. So next year, I've looked at the calendar, and if we do the Thursday, Friday, Saturday again, it's the first, second, and third, which means flying in on the 31st. So what are you thinking?
I didn't want to do it this way this year.
Okay.
A lot of people, when we split up from the former conference that we shall not name, we gave it over to fight for it.
That's fair. That's fair.
So as far as the dates for next year, that was a nice start for that. I don't know what we're doing quite yet. I wish it was as simple as, these dates are going to work for everybody and be very simple for our logistics and all that stuff. And we're just going to, these are the dates, this is where we're going to be at and plan right now. And we would love to be able to do that. The problem of it is we're such a new conference and we've used new locations is it could take years to get an ideal date, especially at a facility like this that is 1.2 million square feet. We fill up a lot of it in our minds, but it's still only about maybe 250,000 square feet, including the lobby space. So if we get on certain dates, we're going to have other conferences going in the other rooms. It could be a girls volleyball championship, whatever, and which, hey, that's fine for them, but young girls are loud and excitable, and we don't necessarily want you guys having to fight for parking and all that kind of stuff. And it makes the logistics hard. Let's load in and just it's busy. We have to keep them out of here.
Right.
Of course, they have to keep our people out of their stuff. So I've kind of always really wanted to keep it simple and easy, and it's difficult to do. But when you start having multiple conferences at the same time,
boy, that just adds a big wrinkle.
Right, for sure.
So, and also those dates are challenging. I don't know what our numbers could have been if we were on a week later.
Oh, sure.
I think it's probably affected this conference in the vicinity of at least 300 to 500 people
Really?
showing up
So,
this year.
so to the numbers then, what, I know you probably don't have final numbers yet, but what approximately how many attendees and how many vendors this year?
So vendors, we had about 160, but as far as like vendors, staff was about 500 and something.
Okay.
And there's that's a lot of people.
Sure.
And then last year had about 2,680 attendees, and then when you added everybody together, it was about 3,200 people.
Yeah.
This year, when we have last count was 29 something, and I don't know all the day of tickets.
Sure.
So I think we're really on the door of 3,000 actual beekeepers showing up, and then with all of everybody else, staff, vendors, easily 3,600, 3,700 people
Amazing.
here this year. So
That's amazing.
I think that's great. I'm very happy with that and thankful. But I do think there was several hundred people that wanted to come but couldn't because of the dates.
Because of the dates,
And
sure.
so we obviously would like to be available to those people.
Sure.
So we're gonna have to figure it out. There's a lot of nice things about Louisville. There's just some things that aren't as nice, and so snow. So we're gonna have to just do some figuring, and we'll probably start planning here in about 10 to 14 days.
Sure.
I'm gonna let Laurel have a break. I'll be ready within about 3. I just need a couple of good naps and
Cup of coffee.
and not to have the pressure on the impending doom, which is the expo. So, see, this is where I began to lose my voice. But I made it to the last day.
You did.
So
Yeah.
we're getting there.
Well done, sir.
I'm also thinking of, I've thought of this for a while, but I really want to execute this year now that I'm finally able to get some help. Chris Medeiros is coming full time here in January.
Which is awesome. That's amazing.
It's, I just can't say thank you enough to people like you who have supported us and got us to this place. So many people have believed in us when we had just a few hundred subscribers and encouraged us and then told their buddies to join, even not fully knowing what was possible with that support. I mean, this is the result of that. And we're working throughout the year with multiple other organizations to be able to get out of here, Larry. The other Larry. Too many Larrys in one spot. And be able to do more stuff for kids. I want to target the FFA massively this year.
Sure.
There's so many missed opportunities in beekeeping, and we can use this large crowd of energy to be able to focus and put resources into areas that we've been missing, and really bring our research, our opportunities, and our economy up. It's all. You either go forwards or you're going backwards. Beekeeping has been too stagnant for too long. The Bee Expo has a responsibility to help make it go forward, and so we are going to do that. So,
And I think you and Laurel are spearheading that. I think what we're seeing from 5 years ago to this is proof of concept. I mean, really, you're bringing it to the forefront.
well, talk is cheap, Larry. As someone who says a lot of words per minute, it's extremely cheap. Anyone's full of hot air. That's why we work devilishly hard to actually be able to show some stuff. And anyone who's followed us long enough has seen where we tried to do stuff and we failed with it. It didn't work out. We bit off more than we could chew. But we keep coming back for more, and we try to be as very transparent because we got nothing to hide. And we want people to understand that we're just beekeepers like everybody else. We just are fortunate enough to have such a groundswell of friends throughout the industry that help us be able to do these things. And so we owe it to you guys to make things better each year. And it's there's a saying, Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. And it's cliche, but it's true.
It's true.
When you're given opportunities, more is required of you. We want to make sure that we're not wasting and squandering all this energy. And so we won't. I'm hoping to have some smaller things in the future that are still valuable. The Bee Expo is fantastic, I think, and getting to see the industry in one place. But we need some smaller stuff too. So I'm hoping to have some smaller events that are maybe around the 300 to 500 mark, and more personal, more Q&A.
Sure.
Just it'll be a totally different structure. It won't be a big trade show, but we can have those workshops like we have that and just really get neck deep into the hardcore stuff.
It's amazing. I love it. Right on. Thanks for taking time, Cayman. Thanks for everything you and Laurel have done. Love this year. It's been a blast. Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks for 5 years with you, Larry.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Take care.